Hey guys, it's Lisa here. I'm having to record this again as I forgot to record it last time. So I'm going to run through quickly how I do my fibs, and I'll upload this into the Discord this time after I record it. So here we go. Let me share the screen. Okay. So let's move on to Bitcoin and let's have a look at how I do my fibs. So as I was saying in the video before, so when I put my fibs on, so this is the first wave. So the first wave, we get the 236 fib. So hang on, we've got. So that is always the first wave. Our third wave will come up to the 0.5, which we've got 1, 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's how this wave will go. Let's put some waves on here. 1 to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll get a fifth wave to here. Let's put some waves on this over the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we don't look to have had an extended wave. So for our third, so we'll possibly come up, we could come up to the 6.8 on this next wave, which is going to take us to about 12,500. So if we get to this point, we are going to see these two waves here. Let's get rid of those notifications. So we're going to come down here. So depending on how high we go at this point, so we're going to see 12,178, possible 12,500, and then a retrace. So that will confirm whether we are in an impulse or an ABC and going up or down at this point. So if we do break below this point here, then we're going down. So yeah, we could possibly see a double top here, which will pretty much could guarantee that we're going higher to our upper target. So yeah, so how we do my fibs, so wave 1, 236, wave 3, 0.5 to the golden zone, so 0.65 to 0.618, and then wave 5 is usually to the 786 to the 1, depending on how extended we are. So usually I'll give a target there, then I'll give an upper target on the 1. So we also had some questions as to if we went above the 1, like how do we get the targets for the extended waves? So the extended waves will always be, wrong indicator. So the extended waves will always be a fib within a fib. So we will put the fib at the 0.1, and then we'll put it to the 1.618, and that will give us internal waves for that last wave. So it'll be the 236 as the wave 1 within that last wave, 0.5 to 618, and then obviously the last wave the same as this wave. So that's how we do my fibs and how I get the targets. So again, once we have wave 1 and we know this is a wave 1, 236. Once we have that, we can get the targets coming up pretty much where these waves will turn. So, and it's actually really accurate for crypto. So again, the wave 3, 0.5 to the 0.65. And then we'll get a retrace, which will not break the 1. So it can cross by a wick, but no more than a wick. So, you know, if we're going back down at this point, we're going to the 236. So we can pretty much ladder buys from, you know, this sort of the 382 to the 236, depending on how bullish we are. And then up again, we'll go to the 786 to the 1. So, and that pretty much is how we will get these targets, and how, so we can pretty much guarantee that if we go to the 0.65 at this point, that we're going to get a retrace. So, you know, at the 0.65, you can, you know, pretty much short. So, and it may be a quick short, or it may be a deeper short. That's completely up to you. I have not been shorting in this market just due to the fact that we have been so bullish. But yeah, so I hope that explains sort of what I am talking about and how I get my targets. And, you know, it's very different to how other people do them. And it is a lot more accurate in this market. So I found that doing the targets this way is highly accurate and gets all the wave targets as we move. So occasionally we do get coins that move, you know, exceptionally fast. And, you know, that's kind of when, you know, everything goes out the window anyway. So depending on how you're doing your fibs and how you're doing that, it won't matter if you've got something like, you know, Raven moved earlier this year or LinkedIn recently. The targets just get invalidated by everything just moving so quickly. So, but with Bitcoin right now, so 236, 0.5, 786 to 1. So that's kind of what we're looking at. We know on the retrace whether this is an impulse or if it's still part of the current ABC for the WXY. So yeah. If you guys have any questions, and we could also be validating this current inverted head and shoulders. So that's our other pattern, which will come up and validate at this level. So if this does validate at this level, we are in an impulse and we're going to head higher to 14,000 more than likely. So, so once we get to this, let's have a look. So if this is inverted head and shoulders, we're going up here. We're going to validate at our $13,000 mark, come back down for a retrace. If our retrace doesn't break beyond this point, then we're going to go and head higher and test higher. So that's kind of what we're seeing. So if this does validate at this point right here, and we do get a deeper retrace, we could be coming down to complete the triangle. So, you know, they're kind of the two patterns that we're seeing right now. We have got three patterns, but they're the two main patterns that I'm looking at for this. So our WXY, which is the other pattern, the third pattern. So if we go here, so we've got WXY coming down here. So that will come down and retest that long-term support. It will also, it could also be a 3 or a 5 here. So we could have a 3 wave, which we've currently has not invalidated as yet. So we've got that 3 wave. So if we turn at around the sort of 12,200 mark and we don't continue higher, then this is going to validate our WXY or our triangle. So we've still got the two patterns either way. So we've got the WXY here or the triangle here, which is both valid patterns, or going up we have the triangle and we also have the impulse wave. So these, we're kind of within a technical pivot zone right now. And, you know, it's kind of impossible to tell which direction we are headed. If anyone says they know 100%, then they're guessing. So our shorts are going to start piling up, which is also a good sign for moving higher. I'll have a look at those in the Discord in a moment. And, you know, so we've got the two patterns. So just remember, so if we pass below this point, we're going to probably retest that long-term channel. We're going to break down. So if we hold this point here with our waves, so if we hold around here and we continue higher, so that's our triangle, which is looking really, really good at the moment as well. So we've got the triangle. So quite a few patterns in this corrective sort of thing. I like to think of this as being a fourth wave. So with a fourth wave, we see an Elliott wave triangle usually. So this is A, B, C, D. So at this point, if we get to sort of 13,100 and we start turning down, we're going to be seeing that E wave, which is going to hold around the 11,600, 11,700 mark and then head higher. So at this point, if we break down below that, then we are validating the Y pattern. So, you know, we know at this point as to where we're going, or if we know at this point, if we're heading higher. So there, and within this range here, this is all sort of speculation and, you know, we kind of really don't know which way we're going right now. So I hope this helps, guys. Yeah, so I'll post this very soon in the Discord. Sorry, the first one didn't record, but if you have any questions, please let me know. Always happy to answer. Thank you and bye.